Welcome back to Revingham, the finest hamlet this side of the Mississippi River. I don't even know where we are in the world, but it does look like it could be anywhere in Europe or America, I guess. With this kind of tree, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like we're in Africa, I guess. Though I'm sure there's places in Africa that look very treed up. It's a big continent. We could be in South America, who the heck knows. But not too much has happened. It hasn't been too long, maybe a half a year since the last episode. Population doing pretty well, but, nothing worth changing there at the moment. We have 4 laborers, and I sent them off to get more stone. So since the last episode, we've got more stone on the way, which is good. We can talk about doing stuff and things, and I think one of the things we could do to probably increase our productivity might be to get this marketplace going. And there we go. So we'll get the market. Now, another thing and we do have a trader on the way, so in a minute here we'll pause it and see if we can get, well, let's hope for an apple tree or a pear tree, something that we can make some alcohol out of. But in any event, I was looking, it hasn't really been long enough to get too excited, but our health hasn't gone up. So the other thing I was thinking of, these herbalists do help people, and this one is very far away. There's an herbalist over here somewhere. Gathers, oh, there it is. Herbalist. We never built this herbalist over here, and while we don't necessarily need the herbs, they do go visit the herbalist. So I think I'm just going to put this off to the side. It's not a very expensive building. Or the other thing to think about might be to build it in here. Like, could we get another... Oh, that's gather. Why am I not finding it? Could we fit it like here? Nah. It's a shame. Where it's a little bit more a little bit closer to the people, yet not so far from here. I guess we could do it, say, right here. Let's pause it for a minute. And then what I'll do, we'll leave that one open. And then let's go get our delete tool. And we'll get rid of this one. Right? So we'll plant more trees right there. And then that way they can head over to the herbalist to be a little bit closer to town. Not the best place for it to gather, but that's okay. This guy will gather plenty of herbs. And we should be okay. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it or not, but we'll give it a shot, right? You don't always have to do things the best way. You can experiment. And then there comes our trader. Same guy, even though he always has different stuff. Good. So that'll get that done. And yeah, that's about the only things I really came up with in between the episodes. How's our chickens doing? 24. Yeah, they keep increasing. Sheep are doing well. And we have no issues down here, right? Where's our other pasture? So we did get this bridge built between the episodes, so we can get over here and talk about potentially having some pastures up here might be good, rather than taking up our farmland, though they'll be a little bit far away. Oh, let's pause it for a second here. Move that guy up to there now. All right, so let's see. What do we get? Plums. Cabbage seed. Boo. We already have cabbage seeds. Ooh, but the fact that this guy does that, now, I forget what I ordered the last time. I think it might have been wheat seeds. Why don't we get a tree? And I know, I know I was thinking of either apple or wheat seeds. So what I'm thinking of is, why don't we, I know we can make stuff with plum. So if we were to order plums from this guy, they would be expensive, but at least it would increase our chances of getting something besides cabbage. I don't think I ordered plums. Now we could get some plums in, but they only cost 1, so it's not like we can't just sort of trade straight up almost. Like, we got tons of venison. Let's just go check something. Oops, probably could have left that open. Let's just look at our inventory. We only have 350 venison here. I just wanted to see. I don't want to sell off. We got a lot of mutton. A lot of mutton. I guess, yeah, that's It's almost an issue how much mutton we have. So let's go over here to our inventory. And let's put 1,000 mutton in here. At least get this guy working. Yeah. All right. So let's play it, and then when we get the mutton, we'll trade the guy some mutton. Well, I guess we don't. We could just trade him for anything, can't we? Yeah. Why don't we trade him for some cabbages? How much are cabbages worth? 1. Yeah. So we could just do straight up 333. Yeah. We don't need wool coats. 333. There we go. So we'll have some plums to give to the people. Why not? All right. Yeah, it really, you know, it's all good. All right. So let's go back to just make sure. Do we have much in the way of cabbage to restock it, or should we? Because I think we shut off our cabbages. Yeah, we don't have any cabbage, so I think let's go back into here, inventory. We'll just, I want to take it down to 0. I guess we'll take it to 467. We'll just keep the cabbages in there that we have. And look, our food's down to 4,000. So that's another thing that we could consider firing up one of these, maybe. It's summer. Let's not do it in the summer. We'll see how we get through the winter with the food. We're still... Some of it will be that these... Oh, the plums are already out of here. Yeah, so we increased the mutton. We got 500 over there already. Yeah, I'm not sure it's that big a deal. So let's talk about... You know, we don't really have any extra pastures. Well, we do. We have this one pasture. Sorry. Yeah, and I think I'd like to leave some more of this. Now, do we have... Let me just do something... We can just do it with any building. Let's just do it with a house. Yeah, this is all flat. There's no hills here. So I'm thinking we keep this more as farming. And let's just see how wide this actually is. I don't know that I care that we can walk here, but I was thinking this is a pretty decent flat area, and we already have a bridge. So I was thinking of doing... Oops, that's... both wheel looking things, but there we go. If we came, yeah, you know what, I think I want to pause this for a second just so we don't build anything. Let's just come here and come across to like there, and then right, so we'd have a bridge that went straight across, unless, let's just see. Like, all of these pastures don't need to be big, but let's just see how big an area. 18, 20. Yeah, we would hit. Yeah, and then we get into that hill, but if we went... Yeah, that would be there. Yeah, I'd come over 4. From like here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, see, that's pretty good. Then we'd come to like, well, we couldn't get a road there. We'd have to go a little bit shorter. Let's go over one more. Right, yeah, we'd get a road by there. It's too long anyway. And then we'd shorten it up so we could get a road past that thing. And then we'd want to come one more. Yeah, and then let's turn this so it's facing like there. Pause it. So that would be, you know, another pasture, not the biggest one, but it fits in there. Now, what I would want to do is probably put, let's see how this would work out. Let's put a storage. Yeah, that could definitely work. I could even go, yeah, let's go one off of the bridge. Pause that. And then a couple reasons for the storage. I don't really plan on putting a marketplace here, but we would probably want to put a few houses. So let's go onto this other side here, and I think I will make it a little easier on myself this time and just... You know what, can we go this way? There's a certain way you can go, and it will... Yeah, there we go. It'll just follow the... right? And we could maybe delete that, but that will give me an idea of where we could build a road, which will give me an idea of where we could build. Yeah, it probably would come up. Let's see, how big is this? Yeah, that's not too bad. And I would put it down like this. Alright, so that would be like sort of a small pasture, but then... Oops, didn't really mean to turn the view. I like to keep the view the same because I think it helps me, it probably helps you guys orient. And the question I really had was if I put a road here... Let's do it, yeah, just a little bit around the corner. Can I get... We got a storage area, so they... Oops. That will do stone houses. Yeah, look, we can get houses in, which will be reasonably close for them to go back and get the supplies they would need, even though they'll never be the most efficient houses we ever built. And then, yeah, probably do like one more pasture like up in here. Let's do a road first. Well, no, let's do, we can see, can we, pasture's too big. Yeah, we should be able to, yeah, we'll be able to get past there with the road. Pretty sure, we can always delete it real quick if we couldn't. Pause that, and then let's just, we can let them build these roads. I don't think it would really hurt. There we go. See? Yeah, maybe even another one or two up there, but that would definitely, we're only going to have one person in each of these pastures, so 2 houses over here should be enough. And that would give us probably all the pastures that we need for quite a while. All right, let's play time again. Sorry about that pausing. I know it's with, you know, it just, I didn't want them building all of that until I decided to build all of that. So we only have one builder at this point. Nomads. Nomads. We are going to allow 5 nomads to come in. Boom. There we go. So that was a nice boost to our population there. Very good. So now the thing is how many of them are living in here? So we probably want to talk about, yeah, where would we need more people? As far as workers go, we now have 8 laborers, so we could, yeah, that's a nice boost. Now I feel rich with people. Let's put 5 in here. And then let's also get, we still have some iron. This guy I have set to coal. Let's start getting a couple people doing coal. And then we really have to keep an eye on our food with all these people we just brought in. But we do have enough that I think, yeah, where would we need, if we did that, I think what we're going to do is maybe even build another, well, I don't know that we need another tool guy, but let's see, how many people do we have working here? Not really that many, because there's only a few people working this, but yeah, I would build this up when I wanted to get more people into fishing over there. So I think the best thing to do would, let's just build somebody near town here. There we go. So we'll build another house. We've got this market on the build. We're down to 3 people because somebody already died. It's not good, but that's okay. We did just get a, you know, pretty big boost to our population. We got a lot of children, so I'm not sure how many houses we should build. Okay, most of these people moved back out, so that's good. That meant we had some extra sort of housing for them to reshuffle. But we'll get this extra house built nonetheless. You know, let's pin it over here so we know it's being built. I think it's going to, we only have 1 builder anyway. That's fine. We can take the building pace nice and slow. We can get this other herbalist going. How is our hospital? I've tried to been catching a patient in there. I don't think, yeah, haven't really seen a lot of patients. All right, so our 1 builder, hopefully we'll keep building the buildings. Oh, did we build that house? No. What did I click on the wrong thing? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think I somehow keep clicking on that. But that would be a couple, I think, which would get us even more babies, which we got to watch out because now our food's dropping. But we got 4 laborers, so maybe we'll... Now, and we got plenty of extra, if you think about it. We can always pull them back out of the quarry. Let's turn this guy back on and put 2 more people in here. Cutting it a little bit close, but I don't want that food. The food's dropping quite quickly. Now, that might be... It might be because people moved into a house that didn't have anybody in it for a while, or... But we just, keep an eye. We still got plenty of food. It's not... Certainly not... We're not in an emergency mode, I wouldn't think, at this point. But good. So we're making more stone, which will keep us building our different various projects, much more quickly. And really the biggest thing that we're lacking at that point is something to make alcohol with. And we've now ordered 2 different things from various traders. So let's take a look at how we're doing with our production of things. So let's just see if we can tell something if we looked in production. Logs. Yeah, so we are producing, we used 250. Yeah, we're definitely producing more logs than we need, but we're building, we're using them. And stone, well, that should go up greatly. Like last year we only produced 50, but we used 90, but we've already made 150 this year, which it is autumn, but iron. Yeah, we didn't really produce enough iron, but we got the guys making coal now. So there we go. Look, coal is now on our list at least. And textiles, yeah, we sort of really have a lot of textiles. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, we really need somebody to become an adult. And we need to get our coats going again. Maybe we even take somebody off of working in the quarry. Yeah, let's take this down to 4. I don't want to get too much below 3 on my laborers because then I also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's probably been long enough in the different episodes you might have missed it. I did shut down to one firewood thing, which seems to also be kind of a problem because we've only got, well, we've got enough, never mind. I'm sorry, I was looking at that the wrong way. We don't have enough logs. We got plenty of firewood. Now, how much firewood do we have here? Only 900. Yeah, I'm going to take this back to 1,300. Which I know we don't have a ton of logs, and we're using some of it, and we're building... Are we building this other bridge? Oh, yeah, we are. I don't know that I meant to build that. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and build it. It won't hurt. It only uses a little bit of stone. We got our stone production up. What is this guy? This is our market. We're busy building that. Good. That's what they're... Well, we only got 1 builder at this point. But again, that's okay. Good. So we just got another student. Is that the trader just leaving now? Did it take him that long to get there? Or he just left and we... No, we traded with him. Oh, I never dismissed him. Darn it. You should always dismiss them because, or at least that's the rumor I've heard, is that it prevents the next guy from coming up here. So yeah, so okay, our food's doing okay. We put those extra people on the fish, and then eventually these chickens will get, these don't seem to be doing so well. Why is there only 16 chickens in there? Is that maybe me not paying attention to the split or thinking something else? Yeah, look, we got 31 chickens in here. Kind of odd that we would have so many fewer over in that other yard. We do have 2 people. Oh, wait. Do we have somebody working there? Yeah. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let me pause it on that mental note of... Yeah, that mental note. And we'll get some of these houses built. We'll, build up a few other things to do. We may or may not start building the herbalist. But we'll... why are you question marking? Oops, that's the wooden bridge. It's getting something to eat. So you don't have a place to work without jobs. Okay. I don't know. Cycle through. So where? Okay, wait. Miner. Okay, why can't you work at the mine? Oh, because it's shut off. That wasn't very smart, was it? Now, one of the things. Why do we only have? We have 2 people. Let me go down and back up. There we go. Okay. So they don't always instantly pick up where they're supposed to go. But they usually will find it eventually, even if you miss it. So there we go. We weren't actually making coal. Oops. That's all right. So we'll get some coal on the works, and then we could start making better tools at that point, which we could sell for more money. And probably also talk about some point firing up our other mine. There we go. Our market's done. So we probably want to... Yeah, we got another labor. Just never ending, is it? Let's see if we can't... Hopefully they stay split between the 2. Sometimes you get 2 in 1. There we go. So we'll probably take a hit to our supplies. And no, actually, they're counted as in the market as being normal. So we'll get a market person that'll help these houses in this area be a lot more efficient because we're getting kind of busy down in here. Hopefully we get some more different crops to grow, like seeds, that is. All right, let me be back in a minute when we get another trader or more exciting things happen. I think I'm just going to sit right here for a minute and see what happens. And another trader has arrived. So here we are. Heading back down. It'll be a little while before he gets here. One of the things I was thinking of, and we still are building the roads out this way. I think I can hear the pickaxe going. Is that... Probably our road builder way up here, maybe. They don't always build the roads. They build them like the way you lay them down, so... Oh, is it over here? Yeah, we really didn't need that road, did we? Well, that's alright. A little bit of wasted effort, or maybe in the future we'll use it, but certainly not a priority effort there. One of the things I'd like to do at some point here is get some stone roads laid down. I did get the... Some time passed, so we got... an herbalist here, which I really kind of think might not have been the best way to do it, but hey, we got a few more trees. I don't know. Yeah, I think they'll be limited, but we don't really, at this point, need that many herbs. Probably could even take somebody off of here. You know, and again, that's probably a mistake. Plant it with the rest of them. There we go. See, we're at the herb limit already. So let me take somebody off of this job. Stop work there. They'll work at the other one. That'll cause some reshuffling of our employees. But we're really at this stage where we have, I want to say we have too many children, but we're doing really well on food. But we really would have had too many children if, now some of them are being born because of those migrants, the nomads, I mean. So, you know, the nomads are really helping us stay ahead of our labor and all these other issues. I had taken someone off of here, and I'm just keeping a real close eye on our food, but at this point it's really just about growing. Now, we do have an extra... No, we don't. You know what? Let's get building... Yeah, this isn't the biggest thing, but that's okay. You know, I'm going to get doing that pasture, because... And let's put 2 builders on it. Now, they may still stay building the roads, which is a bit annoying, but... That's all right, too. They need to get done. But then eventually, I definitely like to lay down some stone roads, especially what I tend to like to do is look at the paths. You know, you usually have time in this game to relax, and, well, it depends on how fast-forwarding kind of person you are, but just take a minute and look at what roads get used the most. So this road is getting used a lot, and this road is getting used a lot, which makes sense. You know, it's our main town, and so I think we'll start, you know, maybe if we get extra stone as time goes on. And the other thing that might even be more important than that is upgrading some of these houses. And that all will give us a chance to grow our population. You know, we don't want to... Oh, there we go. Let's pause it, just so we have time to think. All right, hope for something good. Chickens. Come on, stop bringing me the same thing, buddy. And we could order cows, but... I think cows are awful expensive. It's the last one we need as far as the animals go. And it's definitely a nice one to get, but I think they're pretty darn expensive to start out. and we don't really need them at this point. So I think, ordering them is, kind of a bit of a waste. If the other things we ordered was like plums, and I'm thinking we ordered wheat, didn't we? I don't know. I should go back and just look at the video. Oops. So let's go in here, dismiss this guy. We don't want his chickens. All that waiting for some chickens. Let's hit play. Yeah, so I'm thinking rather than ending the episode on that miserable note, and not that I would have ended it, I don't really have, we're really just going to be in this waiting, slow period in a sense. I'll go and put it on fast forward 5, really, and just sort of wait for another trader. We'll get this pasture built so that if we do get cows, and I'll keep building some things. I'm going to be a little bit slow about building houses until we get our labor up a little bit more. And if I did build a house, it would probably be up here, but I'm a little bit more likely to start turning these houses into into like stone houses. Go up here and hit the upgrade button on some of them. Yeah, see, we even have more students that these could become well, that's 2 females, but this game was built before all that stuff, I think, became popular. But yeah, we probably could encourage our population even more, to be honest with you, and build some more houses. And I think up here I would be a little bit inclined to do it. Well, this is something else. We have 32 coal now. So I think what I'm going to do is switch this guy over to steel tools. Now they're going to be at the tool limit, and I don't see any reason to raise the tool limit. But what we can do, come over to here and get this guy to grab a couple of the iron tools. We already have 100 of them in there. So that's good. All right, let's go up to 140. Now we're a little bit limited on our iron until we get that other iron mine done. So let's put that up the list. Yeah, 100. Yeah, you know what? No, don't take 40. Take 25. Might have already grabbed them, but yeah, put 25 tools in there. And what that'll do is that'll give them room to start making the better steel tools. Right? So if you hit your limit on the tools, then you're not going to make any more tools. So eventually we'll get all the iron tools out of our inventory in a sense, and maybe even sell those off. But then, like I said, we need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, so let me put this up over here so we can see our pasture's progress. And I think what I would do, even though it's kind of a, I don't want to say a waste, but I think I'd get this other mine done and then start, maybe we built 4, well, we didn't build them, but we planned 4 houses here and start getting a few more people there. Now, the people that are going to work in the quarry, they'd probably be better off over on here if we started building up, but we got our market. Yep, look, we got lots of stuff in our market. Very good. And the health. Oh, the health did bop up for a minute. Let's go look at I'm not sure why it would have gone back down. Graphs, food, citizens. Health is the yellow. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe it didn't go up so much, but I don't know why it's not going up more now that we have the hospital. Unless they're not able to make it. Every time I look, there's no patients here, but we do have someone working there, so. And we have another herbalist down here, so we'll see, does that help? I don't know that it does, because I think they can just get their herbs out of the market anyway, but let me cut it off here so we have a few minutes to see what we get for our next trader. We're in 5 times speed, so it won't take me too long in real life. And we'll see if we get something exciting. It's like the lottery here. There we go. We almost got that pasture done. That's good. So we're really in pretty good shape, and yeah, and we'll take a minute at the end there to get whatever. Hopefully we get a good thing. Yeah, I don't want to do anything with you right now. And since we have those builders and they have nothing to do, yeah, let's work on that mine. And then we'll have a mine for iron and a mine for coal. And that'll, even if we don't do it that way, we can always. It just won't hurt to have that ready to go, and just like having a second quarry ready to go in case, because that's the kind of thing, time passes and then you forget about. So, all right, well, let me pause it and I'll make a list of things, and and we'll talk about upgrading some houses and hopefully planting some apples or wheat. Oh, there we go. We got a trader now. Never mind. All right, great. All right, well, we'll wait for him to come. Never mind. We're just going to keep going. Yeah, so, yeah, I think what I would do, I might even do it in between the episodes, would be to get, like I said, not that road. Well, we will get some of these roads. It's a little bit goofy the way these don't line up, but then this, that's a little strange. Now we do have, this is really our farming area. So we have all this down here, and yeah, we can even talk about farms over into this area if we really need them. Now, you know, it's kind of, there's a sort of a debate, like I don't want to make the areas too, like these are kind of close together in the grand scheme of things, so if we're making a lot of food here, it's not that hard to get food over to here. Wait, oh, we got somebody died. You know, but at the same time, it's, you know, you don't really want to, like, just make things too specialized, right? Because any tools that they make over here need to get drug all the way down to this market. And that's the good thing about having the markets, is if you look, this guy will go get the stuff you need, like iron tools, and bring it down here. So when somebody needs an iron tool, they don't have to go so far to get it. Yeah, I think we're just about there. Let's go back to 2 times mode and cross your fingers. Hope for the best. Otherwise, it'll be a disappointing traders will be the name of the game. Yeah, let's pause it just so I can think hard. Cattle. All right. Good thing we didn't order them, right? All right. So he only wants firewood and he wants tools. We'll go. We threw those extra iron tools in there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, certainly going for 4 would probably be a good idea. And 3,200. So that would be, yeah, math me, 800, right? Yeah, so we could really, it's nice when the math works out to a nice round number. So if we did another 400, yeah, let's do 1,200. Well, let's get rid of some of our iron tools, because we can get rid of 100 iron tools and go with 6 cattle. Oh no, they're 800 apiece. But yeah, then we could get rid of another. Yeah, another 1,000 firewood. I mean, it's awful costly. I don't know if we really need to spend that extra money, but I don't want to move too far. I'll close my window. But I guess it's not going to hurt. It'll get our cattle going, you know, that much quicker without that much waiting. Not that we really need them. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to get 4. There's a chance, and if something bad happens, it will cuss me out later, right? So let's take, what would this be, 600? Yes. Yeah, let's just get those. Yeah, let's just get those. All right, there's our cattle. Now, why'd you give me a baby cattle? I don't want a baby cattle. I want ready to breed cattles. All right, so let's dismiss this guy. All right, thank you, buddy. Well, I mean, I think I probably would have rather got our alcohol business going, but yeah, we can't purchase or orders. Yeah, you can't order anything from that guy. Okay, well, fine enough. Maybe because we already have all the things, right? All right, so let's play time, and let's turn this into a cattle, and let's, you know, turn that down to 1. Put another person. Now we only have 1, so I'm going to take a builder off for now. Though our stone is building up pretty nicely. Look at our iron dropping though, so that's the other reason for getting this mine going. Even though we just only have 1 builder, we have a bunch of kids. So, and it's been a while. Well, we just got a student right before the thing, but we'll see. We'll get some. We'll get a couple adults and children, students going into being adults. That's what I wanted to say. But good, we'll get a worker into here, and then I think the other thing we'll do in between the episodes is get this pasture going. So I think I'll unpause that, though I think he'll stay working on the mine because I put that mine down a long time ago. But even though they're paused, right, the priority still seems to be that. So now I think there isn't there a prioritize? Yeah, increase priority. So we can increase our priority, but I don't want to. We're not going to be ready to split the cattle anytime soon anyhow. There they go. Look, that's one way to do it, guys. You could use the bridge. Those are some off-roading cattle, right? No pathing there, just A to B. No obstacle avoidance or anything. But there we go. Good. They all got in there nice and safely. And we have a cattle field. Woohoo! That's nice because that means we don't need, as time goes on, then we don't really need to rely on the hunters anymore at all, really. We could almost get rid of them entirely if we choose to. And I don't think there's any reason to necessarily delete the hunters, but at the same time, it's just, I think it's a lot more efficient. You can have one person tending these cattle, and plus you can control the cattle production to a large degree. There we go. So I think I'm going to call it an episode pretty shortly, and we're not going to, we just need to get the population grown. So I will probably play a little bit of time in between the episodes just to get, some time progressed and get some things for us to discuss. If you have any comments or suggestions, I definitely welcome them. I understand that there's many different ways to approach the game, and I understand that I'm not being the most efficient you could be in the way I'm doing this, so but again, I'm having fun with it, right? I mean, you don't always have to be the most efficient you can be. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying the series. Take care of yourselves, and we have cattle. Another thing off the list. Take care, guys, and have a good day. Bye-bye.